Today you will learn how to take notes from the sources you have chosen to answer your research question. This is the three-step plan. First, we need to find good sources. This week, you were looking at credibility and trustworthiness. So we've done that. 2, we need to take notes from the credible, trustworthy sources that you have found. And after that, we need to use these notes to write our academic summary. In your PENG007 midterm, you will be asked to write an academic summary. So we need to make sure we understand the process. Here is my example research question. I've looked at some sources and I have tested them. You watched a video that covered these 6 ideas. Is the writer qualified to comment? You do not take medical advice from your taxi driver. The person speaking should have some authority. Is the source accurate? Does it contain links to other sources to support it? Remember, using good quality research to support research makes your research better. Is there evidence of bias? Fox News, for example, is very clearly biased because the owner of Fox News supports the current government and doesn't like the opposition. This is reflected in the way that they give you the news. Is it current? When was it written? Is it regularly updated? Does it cover the information you need to answer your question? Sometimes a source is interesting but not useful. You need to tell the difference. And is it well organized? Is it well maintained? Does it look real or does it look fake? So we've covered that already. We're going to extend this with the idea of taking notes. Like your PENG006 summaries, your notes and your academic summary should answer these 6 questions. So when you look at your source, you are looking to answer who, what, where, why, when, and how. I will use my example from last week to show you. Here is my news story again. So my question is, what are the most effective measures that governments can take to slow the spread of coronavirus? So let's try and answer who. In this article, the who is companies. Companies are trying to slow the virus. The government is also who. They are making rules to stop people from gathering together at work. So I can take information to answer who. Second question, what? What are the measures? What are the companies doing? What is the government doing? Some companies are preparing for situations where employees have to work from home. That is answering what? Down here, we have instructed employees to take their laptops home and be prepared to work from home if they are asked. That's what. Next question, where? Companies in Saudi Arabia. Next question, why? Obviously, we are trying to stop the spread. Specifically, we are trying to stop a surge, that is a very sharp increase in cases. The next question is when. This is why it is important that your source has a date. This is from March 14th. So this information comes from around that time. And then the last question, how? How are these measures slowing down the spread? Well, we have restricting travel, so people cannot move, so people cannot hopefully get the virus. We have working from home, and we also have working from abroad until you can come home. So I have tried to answer all 6 questions. Maybe one source cannot answer every question. This is okay. This is why you need many sources. So when you have this information, you can copy it or highlight it, but you cannot use it in your academic summary. You must paraphrase. Paraphrasing means changing the language, but not the meaning of what is said. Today's task. In groups, find good sources. You may keep the same ones from yesterday. Maybe you need to find new sources because you have changed your question. That's good. Next, complete the table for your sources at the bottom of the vitamin C document. So you need to test for credibility and trustworthiness before you take notes. I don't want to waste your time. Make sure it's a good source before you take notes. For each good source, try to answer those 6 note-taking questions. Do not write a summary. We are not doing that yet. Just take notes. You can highlight the sources, or you can copy short phrases into the Google document. Please do not copy whole sentences, because that's more paraphrasing work for you later.